Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of The Gateway. We join our party just as the sun is rising after having a lovely little stay in the halfling home of Redoth, who made you all quite a wonderful meal. It was a little bit the leftovers that he had already stored away. He was trying to kind of get rid of everything so he didn't have to carry things along with him. But you all slowly start to wake up. Niken has his back to the door. Everly is asleep in the only comfortable chair. Beside her is Redoth, kind of asleep propped up against a cask. Parthenax is snoring heavily, the change kind of rustling around in his sleeping bag pillowcase as he's trying to squeeze out a little bit more extra sleep. Hex is, damn it, I still need to send you a picture. Hex is kind of staring into the dirt at something that he seems to have drawn in his sleep. Rena is asleep on one end, kind of half awake, just blankly staring across at Eru, who is just dead asleep still, snoring very, very happily. But yeah, is there anything you guys want to be doing as everybody kind of stirs and starts to move around?
5 more minutes.
After just a couple of minutes, Eru starts to stir and kind of sits up, just kind of looks around groggily, sees Rena staring at him, kind of ignores it. Rena snaps to also, and they both just kind of start stretching and waking up for the day. Everybody make a perception check real quick.
I got an 8.
You are still sleeping heavily.
20.
Okay.
Nat
15.
20, 22.
Okay. Everly, how'd you do? Oh, I didn't hear you that time. I could see the mouth going 12, but I still didn't hear anything. Okay. So Niken, Hex, and Sela, you guys definitely get the sense that Redoth is awake, listening to you guys, but he is probably pretending to be asleep.
I'm confused as to why he's pretending to be asleep. So I'm going to address him. Master Redoth.
Aye. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, all. How did everybody sleep? Did the ale treat you nicely? I dreamt of a great journey, going across the lands and taking a group to their destination and then leading on to my next mission. It was quite a pleasant dream, actually. You see, the halfling ale that I made encourages sleep, encourages dreams. It can even encourage prophetic dreams if you are of the certain arcanic persuasion. They're not always accurate, but it can help you sometimes see into the future. And with this grand conquest on your plate, I thought it would be good to see what maybe all of you would see. Redoth is rushing out again.
Hex kind of smiles, and he is very fixated in kind of the little dirt spot that he was laying next to. And he's kind of just puzzled, and he's kind of taking down what he had jotted down in his sleep. It looks to be some sort of weapon of some sort. He's not sure how it works, but he remembers having dreams of it, and he's really curious about it. So he kind of makes a mental picture and jots down a couple notes about his drawing.
I guess as far as dreams goes, mine was nicer than usual. For once, my home was not on fire. That was comforting.
Aye, this bodes well. If your dreams have mostly been of destruction, then something calming must have been nice.
Scylla breathes a very deep sigh. You have no idea.
Everybody died in my dream, so I don't know.
Wait,
Ooh.
what?
Yeah.
Redoth like kind of perks up and looks towards you, very, very interested. I hear a story behind this one.
I gotta look it up.
Sure.
Hold on, it's slipping away. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what messages.
okay, sir. Go.
Yes, it was very realistic. I saw myself fighting alongside you guys with this shadow bad guy, and everybody died, and then he finally got me, and then I died myself. That's all I can remember.
Bella's gonna look at you really seriously and say, I really
Yeah.
hope your dream wasn't prophetic.
Yeah.
Hex, I sent you a picture of kind of what you were drawing out.
Ah,
It's probably not what you expect, but
wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It's detailed for the dirt.
Artificer.
My dreams weren't so great either. I don't know. It wasn't very clear, but I do remember Stella being in a lot of danger. So that's not good. And then it ended, and I was in some weird place surrounded by some statues that look a lot like you guys.
I don't know how to think about
Hopefully,
that
mine
one.
are not prophetic either.
occasionally they can be misleading. Like I said, that they're not always prophetic. It depends on your magical persuasion. You appear to me to be someone who's spent a lot of time learning the arcane arts, so I can't say for certain.
That's my cousin. She's the wizard. She went to college. I'm very proud of her.
Thanks. I mean, could I do some sort of check to see if I think my dream was prophetic or possibly?
Yeah, go ahead and do
Yeah.
an arcana check.
Okay.
Rena starts to speak up, and just a little bit broken is kind of describing her dream. She says that she thinks that her deity spoke to her, and that she is closer to her path than she suspected. It seems as though Ione has guided her to you guys, and that she is traveling with the party that she needs to be with. After this, Eru speaks up and mentions how his dream was quite pleasant. He was victorious and had spent a lot of time winning. He was just winning in his dreams. I can imagine Eru saying that. I was winning in my dream. Sorry, you guys lost.
I got an 18 on that arcana check.
You feel like it could be your own kind of anxieties about everything. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where this dream came from, but there's a good chance that it could be trying to tell you to look out, maybe more of a warning than a prophecy.
All right.
What about you, Mr. Dragonborn? You strike me as the type with predisposition for the arcane arts.
The camera pans over and there's just subtitles that says snoring noises.
Sleeping dragonborn sounds.
There's just a jingle of change.
I know you can hear me. Wake up. And he like tosses a little piece of bread or something over in your direction. Nobody sleeps that heavy.
I
I may
am.
have to correct you there.
I was gonna say, yeah, he doesn't know Parthenac.
Actually, Mr.
You just
Redoff,
lamely toss some bread, and what's that supposed to do?
he'll just toast it and move
See,
on.
the bread you needed to throw was like cash. That is the bread that would have woken him up. Just like a fat wad near the craw.
Here, let me try. Sella reaches down to her ring of protection, which is gold, and she just gently waves it in front of Parthenax's nose. Parthenax, wake up, there's treasure.
And then I sit all the way up, and then the coins drop off my eyes. Guys, I had another one of those crazy Tiamat dreams.
There we go.
I beg your pardon, Sir Dragonborn.
Well, you guys don't get those where you like Tiamat asks you to join them and then you destroy the world, you know. Like,
You know, I don't think we're quite as closely connected to dragony things as you are.
Well, no, that would not be a very common dream. You might
kind
need
of like
to.
a reoccurring thing, you know. You ever have those dreams like that?
This news is quite troubling. You all may be involved with higher forces than I could have imagined. Your business at the Wave Echo Cave may be more important than I had suspected.
I
Yeah.
really if we could not fight Tiamat, that would be great. I'm definitely not ready for that.
There was no fighting of the Mott. It was more just like, you know, you join Tiamat and, you know, bathe the world in the 5 breaths and everything becomes destruction. You know, you guys don't have these dreams. It's like a trope.
You seem so calm for something so serious. I suppose that's just a good sign.
I recently had an existential experience as a teacup. It's hard to get into, but it has been reality breaking.
That sounds like quite the experience. I'd like to not try it myself.
I already got the staff, like, it's like glowing a little bit. Oh, no, okay.
Anyway, it seems that you all have a lot to think about. Some of it may have been more helpful than the rest, but in any case, we have a long journey ahead of us. And he starts kind of rifling through some of his stuff and pulls out a map of the Sword Coast, or more like a bundle of maps. It's like he starts out with like most of the region and goes, oh, no, not that one, and pulls another one away. And it's like a little bit zoomed in. Nope, this one, neither. And then it's like a picture of just Thunder Tree. And he's like, no, this is the wrong one as well. In the very bottom, he has a map of the portion of the Sword Coast that you guys are in. There's a couple of different locations marked on it. He tells you that you guys have, or that he has traveled around a couple of different places and has marked some of the significant things around this area. You guys can see on the map that it does have Agatha's Lair, as well as Cragmaw Castle, some of the places that you guys were told about by Solidar upon first coming into town. But as you guys can see up there near to the north, you guys are currently at Thunder Tree, with Vandalin pretty decent ways away, probably like a 60-mile-ish journey.
So now that we can see where Wave Echo Cave is, we just traveled 60 miles to find a short mammal to tell us where something like a short hike away from home is.
You didn't know where it was.
In retrospect, that is slightly frustrating.
It's like our neighbor's backyard.
Those are the Sword Mountains. Isn't that your backyard, Parthenax?
Refer to the DM for that one because yes, it was supposed to be, but then he changed it.
I did,
Oh,
yeah, I did
Sorry.
kind of move those around a little bit, and that was partially why, so that Parthenax's home wasn't like right in your backyard. Figured it'd be better if you traveled a little bit further than, just outside the mountains. Let me find the other map. I can tell you where it's at.
I think I'm from the spine of the world now, or close to it.
I think it was a little bit more south than that. Where's my world map? There we go. Do. Okay, I moved it back because I forgot that's where the Sword Mountains actually are. So it's like that would be like the edge of your portion of the Sword Mountains where you live and stuff. Your kingdom is a little bit more south. So it's like you did travel past the Sword Mountains to get to Fandolin and stuff, but not necessarily near your home. You know what I mean? It's like if it's like in Colorado that we live near the Rocky Mountains, but the Rocky Mountains go.
So yeah, I'm from like the Edmonton, Alberta part of the Rockies. This is like the Colorado part of the Rockies.
Basically, that's a good analogy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should probably pack up and get ready to go. Seems like it's going to be another long haul south.
So my suggestion would be to follow part of the river down to the high road, and then take the high road down to the Tribord Tail. However, we could cut through some of the hilly areas and go directly south to the Tribord Tail, or we could cut through some of the forests and make it directly to Waybeco Cave.
I'm gonna like on this map that he's holding out. Oh wait, I can do it on the roll 20.
I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead and draw out if you want. If you guys have a suggested plot that you want to go, feel free to draw it out.
What?
So a straight shot from the Master Dragonborn.
Do we know anything about those woods, about the forest? Anything that goes bump in the night in there?
Niken, you're a wood elf. You know woods. You're friends with the trees.
Yeah, do I know anything?
Go ahead and do a nature check. Kind of get an idea for the area and what might be around.
That's my nature. Oh,
You're just grabbed out on me.
So
it's pretty bad. I got 11.
Mhm.
Forests can be pretty dangerous. You're not entirely sure. Looking at the map and seeing the Cragmaw Castle, you do think that could be an issue running pretty close to that, but otherwise, it's not really any less dangerous than any other path. So Mrela says, so the problem, you're still frozen on there. That's funny. So the problem with taking anything but the road will be creatures, will be anything wandering that might want to eat us. The problem with taking the road will be other travelers. You never know if somebody maybe has set up an ambush and is trying to rob adventurers like yourselves carrying much gold and items. So we're mostly just picking our poison here.
This is normally the point where I'd ask Ira what he'd rather kill. Beasts in the woods, other sentient beings. Does anyone have a vote on this matter?
Well, from an Eru perspective, other sentient beings will probably have more treasure. Also, we have to consider that we have oxen and a cart, so we need to consider that those need to travel with us. I think the road might be our only option.
How much more time does it tack on going the route of the road?
So if you guys took the road, it would probably be like a 3-day journey, probably one of the longer routes. If you guys were to take like Parthenax's suggested route, you guys could probably do like a day and a half, maybe 2.
My suggested plan, I'm not saying this is good, this is just what I'm saying, is we put Eru out in front of the cart, sort of like a chipper shredder, and just have him thwack a path. We can provide some flame magical support to just literally clear a trail, the after party highway from here to Wave Echo Cave.
As you start suggesting that, like you can tell that the expression on Redoth's face goes from like quite happy to help you guys to just pissed. It's like there will be no new roads on my watch. As good a plan as you have, Dragonborn. No, we will not be clearing that many trees.
It's pretty thick wood.
I mean, we also have to worry about uneven terrain, not just foliage.
True. I think the road is probably the better idea. It's longer, but we do have oxen, and it would be easier in the long route to go the long way, I think.
Unfortunately, probably. And we don't want to piss off the druid.
The lizard that sleeps in your bag.
Thea is at home, Parthenax. No, I mean Mr. Redoff.
He's a druid. Did you say wizard earlier?
I said druid.
Oh, okay.
He said wizard. He
Okay.
said the lizard that lives in my bag. Yeah,
Yeah, you guys left all of the side party at home.
it was too dangerous. Although on that note, I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and very carefully take out the egg that we found, which I forgot we had.
Okay.
Is that still alive?
Do you give it any preamble? Are you like, do you tell Redoth before you pull it out or anything? Or are you just taking an egg out of your bag?
I'm just taking the egg out of my bag.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat! Where in the God's earth did you get that thing? Put it back where it came from.
We rescued it.
What are you doing with a giant egg like that?
Okay, so while we were vanished from this plane, we were in the lair of a crazy wizard named Vince, who's actually really nice, but he had this in his house, so it's a rescue. It had 2 others, but they were both dead. This was the only one left alive, so it's like, we can't just leave it here to die. And
Sort of an animal abuse situation. We had to go in and evacuate the animals. Hey,
yeah,
Niken, where's your carpet, by the way?
It sounds like out of the frying pan into the fire to me.
well, to be honest, I forgot I had it, but we can't leave it here.
I don't. What do you? What was your plan with it?
I kind of back him up because this is what I was saying when we got the egg.
Gonna hatch it and give it a happy life.
I think you might give it a happy meal once it hatches, to be quite honest.
Well, we have I have no idea what it is. So if you could, if you tell me what it is, I can probably get it to a more appropriate home, but I'm not going to just leave it.
He kind of leans closer, inspecting it, like without getting really too close to it. It doesn't look like it's from this world to me. It's too big for a dragon's egg.
Yeah, Vince was kind of crazy. We don't know what it is.
Those eggs don't come from around here, dearie. I would offer to make breakfast with it, but we all ate so well last night. I honestly,
My man, this is what I've been saying since we found this egg. Me and you, same page, my man.
as scary as it is to agree with the Tiamat talking Dragonborn, yes,
Stella's just glaring at both of you. Like, I can't believe you.
As noble as your intentions may be, I fear for you a little bit carrying this around. It is quite well and alive. It is
Well,
a
good.
very hearty egg that are hard to kill.
I mean, do you know what it is or not?
I know it's dangerous, that's about it.
Okay, well then, worst case scenario.
Yeah, he knows it's dangerous, that's about it.
Okay, well, our gnome friend has a giant pet on anaconda, so whatever it is can't be worse than that.
It
Right,
could be
Clem-
worse than that.
Clementine's a sweetheart.
See, and if we like raise it from an egg, it can't hate us that much.
What if it's like an orangutan that once it gets big, it wants to rip your arms off?
Well,
Then we send it to.
then we kill it.
We don't have to kill
Give
it.
it a chance.
If it
No.
ends up being something I can't handle, we can take it to the zoo in Ela Theamides. They
It'll
specialize
be
in
just
rare and
like
crazy.
you've named it. You'll be attached to it, just like the 12 other animals we have at home.
And I can
Right off-
see it when I
You
go
can
home. to
speak
visit.
about this
Red off
on
is
the way
like
home.
covering his
Out the door.
ears.
I'm using the glass staff to sort of herd and shepherd everyone towards the door.
Red off is like covering his ears. The Enclave will never let me come back if they know I've heard this. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's just go before I learn more about you. Oh no. Okay, so you guys saddle up. Are there is there anything particular you guys want to be getting together besides Sella nursing this egg? Which I imagine you
So-
still holding in your arms.
Yes.
If you remember, I got that wicked dancing sword that I was very happy to have. Thank you, Niken, because
Right.
I failed miserably. I have created a sheath for it, and it's this wicked looking sheath. And it fits this long sword. It's huge, but especially on me, I kind of fasten it and I equip it, and I just get this big gnomish smile on my face. And you see me kind of put the sword in the sheath, and when I pull it back out, across the blade is like, it looks almost like oil, but it's green and it's really shimmery. And I just hold it up and I kind of move it around, and it's liquid. It's kind of falling off, but as soon as it like hits the ground, it just evaporates. It's a really weird liquid, and I just look super happy about it. And I sheath it again. Say hi to Adelaide. This is my new sword. Adelaide was Clementine's mother, who sadly had to pass, but I'm bringing her back, baby. I'm bringing her back. She's on my hip, and she's going to help us fight, and I am very excited. I think this is my favorite creation yet. And he gets super excited and starts continuing to tinker with it, kind of going back into his gnome zone, as I call it, not really paying attention to what's going around everyone else.
That's awesome. Is that?
That is awesome.
That's not dragon venom, is it?
No, it's a spell.
No, you'll see. Oh boy, you'll see. Hopefully it doesn't blow up.
Stella thinks this is about as fair as her having a giant reptilian egg, so she just shrugs her shoulders and, shakes her head, smiling. Oh boy, we're a bunch of crazy people.
That's basically what I was going to say as Red Off, actually. So that fits really well.
And then for Niken, Parthenax kind of brought up the carpet. So Niken probably has his carpet kind of rolled up on his backpack. You know how like hikers have like their sleeping bags or whatever, basically like that. But he looks back and kind of pets the carpet just to see if he's okay still, talking to him a little bit, But yeah, that's about it. Just checking on him.
That's got to be the most warm and snuggly blanket at night.
Oh yeah, he loves hugging.
Dude, and he's probably
He's a
like
cuddler.
massaging your shoulders as you watch, as you like walk. Like, you
Okay.
got this, man.
It's
You
kind
got
of
this, Nike. You got this.
it's kind of different for Niken. He's usually the little spoon in it, like every night.
Yeah.
You got used to it though. So.
just imagine when you're sneaking, it's like whispering in your ear, sneak, 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 sneak. Or it's like, didn't.
Just up on its tassels.
Yes.
It's like don't be suspicious. Don't
Yeah.
be suspicious like that.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh my gosh. You domesticate a rug of smothering.
Yeah.
Quick,
you-
act natural just falls on the floor.
You guys are the best. God. Yeah, like, well, Parthenax, speaking of strange pets, Niken has a carpet.
You know I don't refer to Niken as a pet. I never have.
Fuck. Wow.
I punched Parthenax in the shoulder.
What was it that Pertinax called me at the party? The fancy party that I kind of sneaked in? What was it?
I
forgot.
compared it. Okay, you were giving more attention to my Dragonborn rival.
Yeah.
I forget his name. It's like
No.
it's like
Chad?
Chet or Kevin or something like that.
Yeah.
Some bro name.
Yeah.
And I compared it to like when your dog or something is giving more attention to someone else than you. I never like directly called you a pet, but yeah, that's how that whole thing escalated.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Who wants to drive?
I can drive.
Cool.
Huh. So I have you guys on another page, but I'm having having some problems with the lighting now. So I'm just trying to figure it out before I swap you over. Trying to solve some lighting. Okay, well, Redoth gets ready by packing up mostly just the rest of his food. Sella, there was a cookbook that you were gripping. It was the only book in the whole place. I imagine before you went to sleep, you were just like, oh, book, and kind of slept with it. But he kind of gestures to have it back, as I imagine you're probably holding on to it for a while.
It's a book. I automatically assumed that it belongs in my library. I forgot that it was his. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that.
Well, thank you. This will make our journeys much more pleasurable. Okay, I'm just having problems with the lighting here. That's fine. So we taking the road, eh? That's the plan.
Unless you think the oxen can make it through the woods.
I think they could, but we're probably better off taking the road. Just be on the lookout for any nefarious looking creatures. Not everybody traveling the long road is friendly. Especially as friendly as you lot.
I'm waiting in the back of the cart for everything to be ready. I'm not helping. I'm just
For sure. What is your guys' marching order?
I am in the back of the cart chilling.
Niken's up front.
And I'll be on the side. You can see I'm like whispering sweet nothings to the butt of this sword. It's really kind of creepy.
We know you. At this point, it's just endearing. I'll sit up front with Niken, and I'll hold my egg.
Okay, Iru is gonna take a position kind of up front, like you guys were talking about. And then Rena is gonna try and drive the cart because she can do that. Oh my gosh. Roll 20 is being especially difficult. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here, I'll move you over real quick. Change up the music here. Meh, no. So as you guys travel, the day is just getting started, a couple hours into the day. The seasons are starting to change. It is getting a little bit colder, kind of chilly in the morning, and then as the sun starts to rise, it does get a little bit warmer in the day. This is not working. Okay. It seems like everything is pretty clear for the most part. You guys can see as you're traveling down kind of next to the river, you guys can see off in the distance fairly large city. You can start to see buildings kind of off in the distance as you guys travel down towards the river. You guys know this to be Neverwinter, one of the larger cities in this area. Kind of off in the distance. Before you get all the way to the city, there is a road that forks off and says the high road, where it would be either like Neverwinter or the high road going south. You guys take the road going south.
I don't want to interrupt, but I cannot see it. Is that normal?
Yeah, mine's black too.
Looking at
Yeah.
a black rectangle.
Yeah.
You might have to zoom out a little bit.
Nope, I am zoomed out all the way. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that's
that black rectangle.
It's a nice.
Man.
It's a nice black rectangle.
Really nothing still?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything. Man.
No.
Try hitting the refresh button on your Roll20s. Maybe I'll do mine as well.
Sadly, no.
That's a black rectangle there.
Man,
Slightly less black rectangle.
really?
Mine's equally black, if that makes any difference for you.
Mine's blacker.
It's all over the place.
No, I'm kidding.
No, we got a range of gradients.
Yeah, dude. I don't
Okay,
know.
so we can do what we were supposed to do, or we could go to Neverwinter.
That's kind of where you're at. There's a fork there.
Honestly, before we do any kind of city stuff, I need to go through our inventory quite a bit. I don't even know what I have anymore.
I've got a lot of things that say sell in Neverwinter, so I've got a couple plates and a Kazi. I still have Chuck's pinky finger.
Whoa!
Yeah, you do. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You just like pull it out. Why do you still have that?
It's like flick the maggots off or something.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's wrapped up. It's a little gross, but it's fine.
It smells
Just
a
don't
little
smell
sour.
it. Yeah, just don't smell it.
I've been using it to start some sourdough. What?
That's not how yeast works.
Okay, so it seems like people have things they need to sell in Neverwinter, and I like the smell of money, let's be quite frank. I am also not looking forward to Doomsday is what it sort of feels like to Parthenax right now. So I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm like trying to do anything but what we're supposed to be doing. Like, yeah, we could go to Neverwinter, sell some stuff, get a fancy hotel for everybody. Mimosas, we'll get the rooftop with the pool.
A pool?
Yeah, do you know what a pool is? Do elves do pools?
I guess we have really big baths, but a pool of water that'd be huge.
Imagine a bathtub that could fit all of us.
What's a bathtub?
It's those fancy buckets that me and Everly have in our bedrooms.
I really starting
Imagine
to
a
want
very-
like realize why everybody smells. Eggs has a rotting finger. Nika never bathes.
I keep myself very clean. Presentation.
Yeah, I was gonna say Parthenax digitates frequently.
Like, I'm like, Everly, come on. Like,
Yeah,
bougie
not
night
you,
out.
not you. The other ones.
No, I'm trying to sell you on like a bougie night in Neverwinter. We're gonna go
Oh,
like
I'm all for
sell a
the
bunch of stuff.
pool and the
Yeah.
mimosas. Yeah, I'm all about that.
Rent the fantasy equivalent of a Lamborghini.
It's like a really nice fast horse.
Yeah.
Gold-plated carriage.
The last time I was on a horse, it like didn't go so well for me. So I could go without the horses, but the drinks and a nice place to sleep for the night
Nothing.
Try
sounds
refresh.
nice.
Yeah, it's still nothing like Nick.
I'm trying a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. You can use our
But-
imagination.
I mean, yeah, we can do theater of mind, but for combat, it's kind of difficult. I mean, it's just better to have a map.
Have you just tried not using dynamic lighting?
Yeah. It's like it's just being bad. Okay, let
Did
me-
you make a giant black rectangle that is sitting on the map?
Hey,
Hey,
I see
Goodness.
things.
there's
okay.
a lot of those men look angry.
What men? Fucking A. Really?
It updated and then froze for her.
My computer is it's on its last leg.
So the idea was going to be, if you guys didn't go to Neverwinter, kept going around the corner, you run into something, but now you see it, so whatever.
They're still there.
Yeah, they're still going to be there. So what is the official plan? Are we detouring? Redoth kind of seems a little dubious about kind of straying from the path. Tries to convince you guys otherwise, which is probably better.
I wouldn't
to-
mind. I wouldn't mind buying and selling some stuff.
I say I read off. You didn't want to go with my initial plan, which would have taken us far away from Neverwinter. Now your plan brought us here. I cannot help the tides of fate, sir. Your choices have brought us here.
My choice was to take you to the Wave Echo Cave, which is that way.
By this
Never-
route,
Neverwinter is
to stop in Neverwinter.
that is out of our way though. That is several hours. That is most of our day that we will be spending in town, and who knows what will happen. You adventurers with your crazy eggs, you might not get into town with everything that you have.
Dimension door in. Why is you being a little
Negative.
human read off?
He's a halfling.
Ah, I will not stand for such insults. Sorry, looking at Rena. No, do not. I will not take another insult from you, Dragonborn. You can all find your own way to the Way of Echo Cave. It will be that way. I do not take to being called humans. They are the reason for most of my work, restoring the forests. Again, I am sorry. Looking at Rena.
So what's the plan?
Who wants to roll persuasion to try and get Redoth to be okay with going to Neverwinter? Because he's not super down for it right now.
And I don't
Not
really
the
want
best
to
at
convince him.
persuading. I do, however, I can help somebody. Once I hit level 7, I got a new feat that helps. It'll essentially give you
That
a
was-
+4 to your roll.
That was like the best way to make it all happen. So, somebody want to roll a persuasion?
Either Parthenax or Scylla, right?
I can do it. I've got something.
I'm against this.
Going to Neverwinter,
Mhm.
but we don't want to do that.
I do not want to do that right now. We have too much else to do right now.
You-
We have to find the dwarf guy.
The Rock Seekers.
The Rock Seekers. Like this is not something that we're just on a casual journey. We're on our way to rescue somebody. We were delayed enough.
We're
by
on our
them.
way to the end. Do you want that now?
I want to save the people that we're actually on the mission to save. Not take a day trip into town to get money. It seems against the point to me.
Is it going to be a day, Nick?
It would be quite a bit of time. It would add probably at least a day. Kind of being in the city, getting there, getting back to where you guys are at. Probably like a good 10 hour kind of travel. So not a whole day as in 24, but a whole working day, I suppose you could say.
Yeah. I'm down with whatever then.
Hex is kind of on the fence too. He seems eager to fight, but he does have stuff.
If there's something in particular you need, I could see a reason for going there, but if we're all ready now, we might as well make our way. Excuse me. I have some business in
Parthenac, I think
Vandalen.
our mimosas may have to wait.
I have some
Sorry,
business in Vandalen that I have to take care of anyway. If we could stop by there and you might be able to resupply.
Yeah, that's where our house is.
Well, this is news to me. It seems a little strange that you came all the way here to find me just to get to Wavako Cave. It's in your backyard. I couldn't help that. I'm really sorry. I see the offense. I could see the offended look happening.
So upon realizing that, I don't think the party is going to Neverwinter, Parthenax does look a little defeated and just says, just remember, I wanted to do that for all of you. Let's go home.
Okay.
Okay.
After deciding to stay on the road, you guys travel for a little bit, and just up ahead, you can kind of see a group of what seem to be humans, all dressed in very similar robes. Everly, you off the bat recognize this as like a kind of like a wizard field trip. So one of the ways that you would kind of advance your wizardly powers is by going out and using them, firsthand experience kind of thing. It wasn't a widely used practice in your school because of the mortality rate of students. But some schools still do practice it. So up ahead, you can see this kind of troop of, oh gosh, go to the back. Okay. I had you guys all on the cart, but now you're not on the cart. You're all underneath the cart. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, as you guys are traveling, you can kind of see a group of wizards. There is one up front. It seems like he's kind of talking to everybody in the back, just kind of bumbling along about some stuff, filling the air. You can tell that the other students don't necessarily care all too much. It doesn't seem like they notice you guys yet. Is there anything you guys want to be doing before they possibly spot you? Ebru up front especially is kind of put a hand up and it's just pointed out kind of towards the group.
I'll just probably share with the group that they look like students and that they're probably just out getting like field hours.
Experience points.
Yeah, experience points. There you go. Maybe they're not, hopefully not dangerous to us.
Can they see us?
It doesn't seem like they've seen you yet. If you guys want to kind of inspect closer, try and determine anything from them, let me know. You can do a roll for that. Everly, though, go ahead and do an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what school these guys are from.
Okay.
If they don't see us as of right now, I want to put on my cloak.
Definitely.
I got a 22.
You think that this might be a necromancy school. It probably isn't a group of like healers or something like that. Typically the kind of schools that do still go around and do this are the necromancy schools because of the way that you need to gather school supplies. Was that a little too on the nose?
Dead bodies being school supplies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we
might be
don't
the school
become their school supplies. Yeah.
I rolled a 21 on stealth, by the way.
Sure. So shortly after you guys do spot them, they do kind of move forward kind of around the corner a little bit more, and then they do just stop. You see the leader has stopped. You can hear him say, "It seems like we might have a group, mates."
I put my egg back in my bag of holding.
Some of the wizards seemingly disappear. The two right behind the main one disappear. He starts to kind of walk forward a little bit, kind of calling out to you guys, "Ahoy there! What brings you on this road today?" And Redoth speaks up, kind of trying to just pass him by. "We're just passing along. We're just traveling down this trail. Don't mean any harm today." And the kind of a crooked smile appears on this wizard's face. Says, I am sure of that, but I may be the one who's looking for harm today. As he kind of starts to approach a little bit closer, he points a crooked finger at all of you, and goes to cast a spell. Has anybody got a reaction or anything?
I would like to throw Adelaide out of the sheath and scream "Yeehaw!" And as I scream "Yeehaw!", you can see the blade that we had stolen shimmering in this green oil just starts to flutter, and it just kind of slowly meanders its way in front of our group. But that's pretty much all I wanted to do.
Yeah, as soon as I see him casting a spell, I just go nope and counterspell it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Let's all roll an initiative.
But I counterspelled it.
You did.
I would also like to go ahead and cast my blade song as I see him.
Wait.
Cast.
What level are you using counterspell at?
3. So anything if it's 4th level or higher.
Yeah, you will have to roll for this one. So roll a d20, add your spellcasting modifier, or is it the level of the spell? Counterspell probably says it.
The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So what am I trying to beat?
17.
Does level 7 spell? I rolled an 11.
Okay, so it does not get.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my gnome thing. So as I throw out this sword, I'll just kind of shuffle over to Parthenax and give him a really hearty like jolt on the back as he's starting to counter the spell. So do an extra D4.
or is it just a +4? Or are you doing guidance?
Actually, it's just a +4. Yeah. So that is Flash of Genius, and he just gets a +4 to that roll.
To be 15, which still doesn't work.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Yeah, at least you don't expend anything using that.
I got 3 more.
Oh, okay, for sure. I thought you could just do it. That's cool though. Okay, so he had a bony finger pointed out at Redoth, who I should probably drop a token in for. Um, um, computer's freaking out. Somebody roll a d20 for me to do a con save for Redoth. Got to beat 16.
Nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, it's like Redoth kind of gets hit with a little bit of this magical energy, which he's just going to be lucky. Actually, it's quite fitting since he rolled a natural 20. So he gets hit with this energy and just is able to shake it off and like stand strong against it. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll initiative and let me know what you guys got. Start off with the high 20 or above. 15 to 20. 10 to 15.
14.
14.
I had 17. I was looking. I did it so long ago. I was trying to find it.
Okay, awesome. So Parthenax, Nikons, or wait, Sella, do you have higher decks because of alert, or
My dex is +3, 17.
what's yours, Nikon?
Mine's +7 on my decks.
What's
It
your
shows
saving?
19. 19.
Is your okay? Yeah,
He's
so
higher, yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought.
I got
I
a
got a-
12.
Everly was 13.
Okay. Let's see how Eru got a 5, and Rena also got a 5.
I think Brenna has a higher dexterity.
Probably. So wizard 1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled 4 times, but only rolled 2 numbers. That's freaking hilarious. Okay. So up first is going to be Parthenax, but I have to run to the bathroom really quick. So I'm sorry. Hold on. Grab your cup.
Oops, empty. Okay. Cool. So Parthenax, what are you doing?
Am I actually 60 feet away from him?
Probably depends on the yeah.
Okay. I'm going to shoot a fireball at the gentleman that just tried to ensorcel our friend while moving a little bit over this way.
You said a
With a
fireball?
25 hit.
Oh my goodness. You said fireball or firebolt?
Fire bolt.
Firebolt for sure. Yeah, that would definitely hit.
For 11. Wait, is it +6 or is it +4? Hold on. For 9 damage.
And it was just the guy at the front, right?
It was, yeah, just that one guy.
Yeah, it definitely hits, does some damage to him. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I just moved a little bit. I've got my staff ready in case I need to cast shield on anybody. And
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see here. He is going to be next. Let's see here. Okay, so he's going to try for another spell. So if you So he's going to go for another spell. You can use your reaction to counterspell if you want.
I will.
Okay.
Is this another level 7 spell?
No, I believe this one's level 3. Let me just.
So it just do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, that is a. Nope. So this one is a 5th level spell.
I rolled a 17.
All right, it does dispel it then. How am I not finding this damn spell?
I just snap my fingers and say, nope, nope.
Okay. So you guys can kind of see some of the bushes off to the left rustle a little bit to the left of this wizard. And that's about it. It's going to be Niken's turn.
Okay, so on the side, we can hear noises. Can I actually, can I do a perception to see where it's coming from?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. I rolled a 19. Can I pinpoint them?
It just seems like there's somebody in the bushes over there. That tree kind of bush right to the left of the wizard. It seems like there is somebody over there. You're not quite sure where. Probably between the wall and the hillside and the bush.
Okay. I'm gonna move 35 feet. I'm gonna go this way. I'm just gonna sneak over to the side, kind of flank him.
Okay.
Then I'll hold my action with my daggers in my hand.
I didn't get all of you guys. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. So just kind of ready in your action from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
moving 35 feet to the side. And I'll end my turn.
Awesome. Sella, you're up, and Everly will be on deck.
Okay. So I'm going to move forward just a little bit. And Sella's going to concentrate really hard and try something she's never done before. So I'm going to draw a square here. Drawing squares. Or my computer froze again. Ugh, fuck.
Yeah.
I want to draw a square.
Where at?
Aha.
Oh, you
working
got it.
again.
Okay.
Yes. Nope. Draw a shape. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm going to make something that is roughly this size. And I'm going to cast a spell called Hallucinatory Terrain. You make the natural terrain in a 150-foot cube in range, look, sound, and smell like some other sort of natural terrain. Thus, open fields or a road can be made to resemble a swamp, hill, crevasse, or some other difficult or impassable terrain. A pond can be made to seem like a grassy meadow, a precipice like a gentle slope, or a rock-strewn gully like a wide and smooth road. Manufactured structures and equipment and creatures within the area aren't changed in appearance. The tactile characteristics of the terrain are unchanged, so creatures entering the area are likely to see through the illusion, you guys. If the difference isn't obvious by touch, a creature carefully examining the illusion can attempt an intelligence investigation check against your spell, save DC, to disbelieve it. A creature who discerns the illusion for what it is sees it as a vague image superimposed on the terrain. So I'm going to essentially make it seem like these guys are suddenly in the middle of a forest. So they can't see us through the trees. They think they're surrounded by trees on all sides. Should give us a little bit of time.
What's your spell save DC? 14.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, and basically I just sit there looking really, really, really hard at them. And you guys see like the vague shimmer of trees, but you can still see through it. All right, that should give us a little bit of cover. Somebody go kill them. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Okay. So I believe before you go, let's see here. That's not what I wanted to do. Crap. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Tokens. Nope. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. This guy also moves up. So you can kind of hear a little bit of like struggling kind of come from the very back. Some of these guys aren't really sure what's going on, but it only takes a couple of minutes and you can kind of see this illusion start to fade and like blink, like
Oh,
somebody's trying to dispel it. What level is that spell?
it's a 4th level spell.
And it doesn't. So it's like one of the students tries to like kind of dispel the magic of this illusory terrain and can't do it. Everly, you are up. And then Hex, you'll be on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna move just a little bit so I can get a little bit of a clearer line of sight. And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt toward the main guy there in the center that we can all see. No, kitty, move. Does a 22 hit?
22 will hit. So just to be clear about the illusion, you all can see into it
Mhm.
because you're aware of it being an illusion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
people going into the illusion are aware of it. You still see it, but you can see kind of through it. It's still a little confusing, but you know you can move through those trees. The people inside the terrain who don't make the correct intelligence check think they're just in a forest. They have no idea what's going on.
They have
Okay.
to make rolls.
Okay, but I would still be able to see like through
You'll be
the
able to see
trees and
them.
still get my target. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The 22 hits. So then he will take.
And the biggest thing about that is the fact that he wouldn't be able to see you casting the spell.
All right. So he's going to take 13 damage.
Nice.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Hex, you're up. And then Iru and Rena will be on deck.
Cool. I think I can move. Oh, see if I can actually grab me. No. I can't grab. I can't grab Ami or I.
Okay, I might not have actually fixed it. Hold on. I might have, yeah, I probably forgot those. My bad, man.
I moved the oxen, so sorry about that. Put 'em in.
That's okay. Yeah, when I was trying to make it so that all of you guys could see, I was like, if I just make everybody able to see the oxen and the oxen able to see, is that going to work? No, it didn't. I just had to turn dynamic lighting off like 4 times. Anyway.
All right, here we go. So with my high intellect, I see right through this guy's, but I am amazed. Ooh, nice! And he runs full speed ahead. Just so excited about this combat. Now they have these trees. And as he moves, you see this sword, this dancing sword, just start kind of slicing in air and moving very gently over. I need a sword token so I can keep track of it.
Sure. Give me 1 sec. How about the very same sword token from when you got it?
Yeah, that'll work. It's gigantic. Yeah, that's perfect.
All
All right. And if
gotta
I
make
could
them
have,
yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
So the sword kind of just like works its way around a tree and gets in the face of the wizard. And it kind of like just stops promptly. And Hex looks at Sella and goes, "My turn." And he flicks his fingers. And on the edge of his thumb, it's like flint. And he kind of like sparks into the sheath that was holding this sword. When he does so, the sheath catches on this like immaculate green shimmery fire. And as it does so, so does the sword. The sword just radiates this crazy ghastly green, very vibrant fire as it spins a little bit and just hacks into this dude. Hopefully, we'll see if I hit.
So the flying sword has its own. It's like you use that as your action to cast it, right? And then the green flame blade is a bonus action.
It's a it's a cantrip.
Okay. Okay. Can
So
you
they
cast that as a bonus action? Because cantrips.
yes.
Okay. Sweet.
So yeah, essentially the cantrip is my action. That's what I'm using as my action, but
Okay.
my bonus action is the sword.
Right. Okay. And the sword can attack on its same turn.
Yes, from
Yep.
what I read at least.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. You get like most of your actions, but it's like you can really only make that one attack that the sword
Yep.
just gets.
Exactly.
Sweet. Okay.
So the sword's going to attempt to cleave into this guy. Let me get there. 8, 15. just to be safe, I will go ahead and use one more point of my Flash of Genius. So 19 to hit.
Okay, 19 will hit.
Sweet. So you see the sword just engulf in this green ghastly flame, and it slams into him. So that will be for 13 damage, and then the green flame. So give me 1 second. On top of that, so it's like it dives in, and then this flame kind of just engulfs him. And that will be for an extra D8. So 16 damage total. And if there is a creature within 5 feet of him, they catch on fire too. So if there is someone wrestling in that bush and he's close enough, if he's 5 feet, the flame will then jump to that creature.
No, nothing around him.
Okay. So yeah, it just, you see the sword cleave into him, and then he erupts in flames for a brief second.
Okay, good hit, good hit.
And then Ami is gonna be good best boy and just run straight ahead. Let's see. I just had him up. What is his move speed? 40. So if he dashes, let's see. Just short. So he'll do his 40. Yeah, he'll get right behind, oops. He'll run his happy little legs right behind this tree branch or log in the road, and that'll end our turn.
Okay. Make a perception check for Ami. I'm pretty sure he'd still use your stats and stuff, but
Let's see. That would be okay. So it's mine minus 2. Nope. Actually, that's exactly right. 19. 21 actually with his.
it's like you had sent Ami over there with a different target in mind, but as soon as he gets near that area, it's like he stops and just starts kind of like searching around. It's like he's almost afraid of something. I'm not afraid, but like startled by. Like he was not at all anticipating there to be something there, and there's something over there.
So in that case, because he didn't dash, he is going to immediately go into let's see. He's going to backtrack just a little to get kind of in between me and where he feels this thing is, whichever
Okay.
side, and he's going to use deflect attack.
Okay, here, I'll help you out a little bit. It would probably be like more this area.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll get kind of in between here. He'll be on this square. And if it comes near me, he's ready. He's gonna deflect attack.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay, Iru and Rena are up. What do you guys think they would do? I mean, I want to say charge right into battle, but this is a little bit different situation than some of the ones you guys have been in. So I just wanted to get like a group consensus.
I'm pretty sure Iru would get pissed and walk right in there.
He might be a little like taken aback by shimmer trees. Oh well. Axe.
Shimmer trees, flamey sword. That pisses me off. Starts
I
walking.
like to rage. And Rena is, we're facing necromancers and she's a paladin, so she's probably maybe as angry as Iru.
Yeah, probably heated too.
That could totally be possible.
That's a cat.
Oh, huh. Okay.
It's Leia's baby brother.
It does look a hell of a lot like that.
Oh, cute.
Come on, buddy.
Okay, let's see here. Iru.
Sorry, buddy. I know you hated that. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Iru has a 40-foot walking speed. Holy crap.
Them long legs.
So we're gonna say that he's gonna bonus action rage and then just dash on up to the dude, get right up in his face. Whoop, all the way up there. And then Rena is probably gonna do something similar, but she can't get quite as far. So probably about there, kind of in between you guys, sort of a defensive area position. Trying to think of anything else Rena could do.
I got something. If she hasn't done anything yet, I was just reading her character sheet.
Yeah, she just moved. What do you got?
I was thinking she would Hunter's Mark one of the wizards, probably not the one that you're just engaged with, and then huck a javelin at him. Stay in the tree camouflage. Mark one of those boys like a called shot, like Babe Ruth, and then just huck a javelin.
Totally. Yep, that sounds about accurate for me. Okay. Parthenax, that was or Damien, that was a good idea. Do you want to go ahead and roll that attack?
Sure. She gets a +8 to this. Holy crap. D20. Okay, there's my dice roll there.
I don't know if I should say this.
Ooh, 27.
Damn, that definitely hits. So you're looking at, I believe, 2d6 plus 5.
Okay.
Anyone who's ever seen Sailor Moon, bear with me.
10 plus the Hunter's Mark.
Which is another d6.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 4 for 14. Ooh.
Nice.
In the name of Ayun, I'll punish you.
Oh my god. Oh, well,
It was
well
too
played.
close. I couldn't.
Well played.
Thanks.
I don't know if I should give Sella a DM inspiration for that, or if I should give Rena a DM inspiration for that. That one's a little like
That was the
60.
character of Rena. That worked perfectly.
We'll say that was for Rena. Then Rena has a plus or a D10 DM inspiration.
I'm sure she'd appreciate it as a person.
I'm sure too. Yeah, that's very likely. Okay,
Nerds.
awesome. Sella and Everly, you guys knew that Redoth was standing in between you. However, all of a sudden there's a very fat, kind of lumpy looking raccoon that just sort of like toddles off kind of into the forest that way.
Oh, fuck.
And just sort of
Waddles.
Yep, this big old fat raccoon that just kind of like, get the fuck out of here. Just kind of waddles away off into the trees. You don't know if he's helping or not.
I like make an offhand comment of like, maybe Niken wasn't crazy. Like, there's all these raccoons everywhere.
Okay.
Sella, who knows that Redoth is the raccoon, just rolls her eyes, exasperated, and is like, coward.
Okay, these two are gonna move up just a tiny bit. One of them tries to, god damn it, dispel the illusion, doesn't work. The other one tries, still doesn't work. Okay.
Yes.
Holy crap. It's not even that high level of a spell.
It's
Damn.
not. I'm just lucky.
Yeah, that's for sure. Back at the top with Parthenax. Mr. Zier.
Paging Mr. Zier Parthenax. Paging Mr. Zier Parthenax.
When you picked that name, were you aware that sounded like a lightsaber noise?
Zier.
I wasn't aware of that until just now.
Yeah. I was today days old.
I'm sorry.
Zier.
Dear, dear, dear. I'm not sorry.
You shouldn't have said that. Like, that was great, but you shouldn't have said that. Okay. How are these gentlemen dressed again?
In kind of like dark blue robes, different symbols on them.
And they're magicians, correct?
Wizards.
They're magicers.
Yeah. Yep.
Has there been any particular flavor? Like, oh, these are ice guys. Oh, they're fire dudes. They're necromancers.
Yeah,
Necromancer.
The first spell that you counterspelled was a finger of death.
Okay. That sounds bad.
It sounds real wrong. This is like, yeah.
Bang.
Bang bang.
I've got that in my bag. Blessed be, Chuck. Blessed be.
Okay. I am going to continue my movement sidewards and cast a fireball, sort of centering on the third person back from Iru, what should make this fireball just lick that third person, but not get Iru. And I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor to it, and it's not gonna be a fireball, it's gonna be an acid ball.
You can change the elemental.
Yep.
Cool. The deck save.
No, wait, that's bolt again, sorry.
Yeah, it was like fireball's deck save, I'm pretty sure.
How the fuck?
It's 15.
Well, two of them got a natural 20. If she didn't see it, I don't think you'd believe it. Yeah, I rolled 3 die, one for each of them, and 2 of them got a natural 20, and the other got a 3.
Those two really paid attention in fireball avoidance class. The other one skipped that day.
We'll say that the leader guy up front definitely didn't move with Iru in his grill. These two do manage to kind of scoot out of the way just a little bit as the fire emanates. I believe they still take damage though.
The guys that save take half damage.
Okay.
So
That's fucking insane. That is fucking crazy.
So the one guy takes 25 acid damage. The other ones would take 12.
Goodness. Well, he's not looking great.
It just sounds like a huge bowl of Rice Krispies. There's a snap, there's a crackle, and there's a pop to it. But it's their skin.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah, they are definitely taking a little bit of damage here. Is there anything else you want to do, Parthenax?
I'm just going to use some sorcery points to replenish my spell slots, but that's it.
Okay. Somebody make a Charisma saving throw for Eru, please.
On it, I've actually got him pulled up here.
What's that
charisma.
modifier look like?
It's actually not bad. It's a 0.
Compared to his wisdom, which is like -3.
Why won't it let me roll?
Oh yeah, you can't roll.
You got to be on your character sheet to roll. I figured that out too when I was trying to do Rena's.
He
Yeah,
got a
you-
14.
roll on somebody else's. Okay. Or does it say on the spell what they have to beat? Nope, just says it's a charisma save, so it's off of his modifier. Okay, yeah, he definitely fails. So you guys see Eru kind of like have run right up to this wizard. And it's like the wizard was focused directly on Eru after taking a bunch of fire damage from this fireball. But it's like Eru runs up to him and the wizard just touches him on the chest barely, and Eru blinks out of existence.
What the fuck?
That's not necromancy.
He's there, and then he wasn't.
That's not necromancy. That's bullshit.
Entirely different school of magic.
Just because you're from one school of magic doesn't mean you don't know several different spells. Come on.
He is the teacher, after all.
Okay. That was his turn, and then there's number 2. Number 2. Oh, he's back. Okay. This guy's gonna kind of move up, sort of avoiding the burn scar that is the fireball, and try and get rid of this illusion again. Rolled an 11. What's your spell DC?
14, right?
It was 14, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 14.
So it's okay. So it's with his crap. I'm forgetting how dispel magic works now. If it's a 4th level spell, yeah, no, it would have to be 14 that he beats. Rolled 11. Still doesn't do it. Holy crap. These students suck, apparently.
happy.
They're just like, they're awful.
You can't even beat the untrained bard.
It,
Bitches.
it is Niken, and then Sella is going to be up next.
I'm gonna go as close as I can to this tree. Can I see that guy that's in the tree?
Go ahead and make another perception check.
Damn. I got a 15.
No, it's really, really hard to make out. You definitely can't see someone. It seems like there should be somebody there, though. You definitely saw the trees rustling recently.
Okay, so I assume someone's there, but I can't see him. So what I'm gonna do is take out my wand and I'm just gonna blast the fuck out of it. And just light the tree up with my magic missile, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the raccoon's gone. And that tree down.
Gonna do 6 of them. Okay. It's an automatic hit. I got 17 damage on it.
Nice.
Okay. I just have to double check something real quick. Damien or Parthenax, do you have the shield spell?
I do.
Okay. That says something about magic missile, doesn't it?
Whenever you're targeted by an attack or a magic missile spell, you can cast it as a reaction to give you a +5 to AC.
For sure. Okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
Or wait, hold on. Let about magic missile. Magic missile wouldn't matter for AC, so let me actually look at it.
It doesn't matter for AC.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it just like deflected magic missile.
It's weird because it's not one of my learned spells. You take no damage from magic missile.
Okay. So using this wand, you are able to determine where he's at. If you don't want to expend that many charges, I'll let you. But you go to shoot it and it kind of like buzzes around all archaically. You don't really know where it's going to go, but it does land on a target. It doesn't really seem to do anything. You can tell it's kind of absorbed magically. But you do have a really, really good idea of where they're at now.
And I'll roll for it.
Well, you can help me out.
So because I'm blasting the tree, can I catch this tree on fire from blasting these 6 magic missiles?
Magic missile does force damage, not fire damage.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't really burn anything, but you totally figure out that there is somebody like right in this area.
So does it break any limbs, or the tree freaking breaks? Nothing?
No, it ends up hitting the guy that was hiding there.
Okay. Yeah, visually, do I see it? Like, kind of like.
You see where they
dissipate?
land. Yeah, you see where they land and get absorbed with this shield spell.
Okay, so I do see him kind of in the way.
Yeah,
Right.
you see where he would be. Yeah.
Okay. So with my bonus action, I don't know if I can do this. I want to do my Misty Step
Okay.
and go above him, and then I'll wait for my next turn on that. Can I do that?
So you want to misty step so that you're above him, and then
Yeah. So like, I'm pretty sure like they saw what happened, so it gives me away. But to end my turn, I'm gonna use my bonus action, go Misty Step, be on top of him. So when it goes to my next turn, I'll be dropping down onto him, like surprise motherfucker, and with daggers later.
Yes.
Okay, so I would give you, that you would be able to like misty step up onto this kind of raised dais sort of part, a little bit of a hillside that you'd probably be able to get up there.
I can't go above him though. It's 30 feet up high. I can go.
It would be above him. This way, you're not just like floating in midair, just falling constantly. Unless that's what you wanted. I assumed you wanted to be
Okay.
that
I
station.
just thought in game it would be like a pause for me, basically.
Yeah, you'd still be falling slowly throughout everybody else's turn still. So you'd wind up in a different place than where you started your turn. You know what I mean?
He'd still have the momentum for the attack he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll fall. Yeah, I'll fall on him.
Okay.
Nice.
If if my daggers don't hit, I'll hit him with my body. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just fall on top of him.
Sure. Okay. So you misty step just up in the air, kind of
Above him,
with nothing really around you, just kind of falling down.
falling down onto him. Yeah.
Mission Impossible style, daggers out. Just
Yes.
That's so fucking cool.
yeah. Hard to say no to that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
All
Oh, in my turn.
right. Selig, you are up next.
It's McFluffy time.
Oh man.
Sorry.
All
Air
right.
horn sound.
Yeah. Okay. So
Heavy gun go off.
we just lost our biggest tank, which means we lost a lot of our protection for the rest of the party. I'm not really sure how to get Arrow back, so I'm gonna summon McFluffy in the meantime to fill the gap, so we can figure out what the hell to do. McFluffy comes into existence. I do need that token if you don't mind, Mr. DM.
Shut up. No, I got you. Give me a minute. Was there anything that we put along with that? Like a thing you're supposed to say? I don't remember.
Yes, there is a spell in Elvish that I have to say. Give me just a second to do that. Helen Brog Osan Floral Sani.
Good job.
right.
So as your action, you summon the owl bear.
All right. And then does he go immediately after me?
Yeah.
Okay, so that ends my turn. Got nothing else I can really do at the moment. Actually, I'm going to,
And do a couple things. At least Bardic Inspiration.
yes, I'm going to Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay, so I'm going to Bardic Inspiration Hex to use with his fancy sword.
Got it. So D8. 1d8 you can add to ability check, attack roll, or skill check.
Sweet.
Skill check, attack roll, or saving throw. That's what it is.
All right, and with a movement speed of 40, McFluffy is going to get right up on that wizard again. Can I move the token?
You should be able to. I thought I made it so you can.
I'm just on the wrong thing. That's my fault. Okay, there we are. And he uses his full movement speed, and then he's going to attack.
Cool.
Okay, so first attack, we're going to do the claws. That's a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. And that counts as piercing damage and elemental damage. I didn't realize that. Element damage.
That's weird. Very new to me. As McFluffy gets closer, Niken, from below you, you can see three very similar little bolts kind of shoot out just from apparently nowhere towards the owl bear as it runs up. McFluffy takes 10 points of force damage as a couple of magic missile bolts just kind of fly out from this unseen spot. But
Fluffy feels nothing.
no, yeah, basically nothing.
Okay.
It's absorbed by the fluff.
It is absorbed by the fluff. I like that. Okay, so
Yeah, you got a 17.
it's a D10. D10 plus 5. All right, so first hit is 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go in with the claw attack.
That's
19,
close.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. And the second one is 16 damage.
Hey, he's not looking great.
Big fluffy. Or whatever noise owl bears make.
I like to think it's something along those lines.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah.
And that ends McFluffy's turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Guys, number. Do okay, so as you're watching Hex, or Hex as you're watching Ami kind of stand guard and get kind of in between you and something, you're not quite sure what. Let's see here. Ami does take some damage, I believe. Let me double check this spell real quick. Oops. Dang it.
What's your investigation check?
Yeah, if you type in the wrong thing, that's what it'll say. Okay. Does an 18 hit on me?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So you can see this bit of lightning kind of in front of you reach out for 10 points of lightning damage. As some invisible fiend has reached out and shocked your dog.
Oh no.
And then the other one is going to try and dispel. Freaking 12. Okay.
This is the best hallucinogenic forest ever.
I cannot believe that this has stayed up the whole time. Anyway. Everly, you're up, and Hex, you'll be on deck.
Okay. So our main wizard guy, he's not looking too hot right
No.
now, right? Okay. But I'm really worried about Iru and where he went. And so I want to try to terrify the wizard and make him so scared that this is something a little out of character for Everly, but she's really, really worried about Iru. So she wants to make him so scared and like use a little bit of intimidation, maybe to, if he gets terrified, to get him to bring our friend back. So I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer on him, which taps into his nightmares. So I don't know what his nightmares are, but I kind of see, because he's already like surrounded by all these trees. I just think it would be really funny if he's like kind of afraid of like talking trees or trees that like come to life or something. So I'm just seeing like there's already this illusion of trees around him, and then the trees, he starts seeing them like attacking him, and he's like terrified. So hopefully it hits. Let's see. He actually has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
15.
He has advantage. Rolled a 19 plus a. If you want to know what it's plus, plus 12.
Wow.
He's a wise man.
That's impressive. I mean, he is a teacher, so
I'm sorry,
I
that wouldn't
guess.
be plus 12. I'm sorry. That was wrong. That's his
Way to
spell.
turn it.
That's his spell modifier, not his
Oh,
wisdom
okay.
modifier.
That did seem a little bit extreme.
Yeah, I mean he still rolled a 19.
Yeah, the 19 alone beats
Uh,
it.
So he has a plus 9 to his wisdom saving throws.
That's only 3 less. That's not better. Okay.
It's not 12. I had to make sure you knew it wasn't 12.
I mean, I would have gone for it, teachers, you know. Well, darn. Okay.
So that one does fail,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So he's not afraid of the trees.
Unfortunately, not at the moment, no. I think the owlbear is much more threatening in space.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that ends my turn then.
Okay, good move. Hex, you will be up.
We're skipping around.
S-
No, she's-
Iru and Ren are after.
So right before Hex goes to flick more flint into the sheath to begin his cantrip, that flame. So what happens when he flicks that into the sheath? It just happens for a moment. That's essentially his cantrip happening. So it ends right before he's about to go flick it again. He notices Ami get hit and stops, and just like creepily turns towards where this would have come from.
I did fuck up a
So,
little bit.
oh,
I did fuck up a tiny bit. I am very sorry. So these guys would become visible. There's the.
oh, dang it!
I'm sorry.
It's my
Yeah.
whole plan.
Well, yeah, I fucked that up actually. So this guy would become visible when he shot the magic missiles at the owlbear. This
Oh.
guy became visible when he attacked Omni.
Okay.
So night and below you can see this dude just kind of apparate from nothing after these magic missiles are shot.
Well, I was gonna cast see invisibility.
Oh,
No need for that. It does see into the ethereal, so maybe I could see Eru still if he's in the ethereal plane. But that's kind of a waste now. Let's see. Sorry, thinking quickly.
yeah, you're fine. I changed that up on you, and I'm sorry. I should have done that way sooner, but
No worries. Okay. Still his focus turns John Wick status towards this guy that just hit Ami. So kind of like Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy, he lets out like this low hum and the sword just beelines him instead.
okay.
He's not going to use his action for the cantrip. So the bonus action is to move the sword and have the sword attack. His action, he is going to fire a firebolt at this guy. So yeah, for his move, deadlocking onto this guy that just hit Ami and firebolts for 22 to hit
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
for 13 damage.
All right.
So he kind of grabs his sheath, slings this firebolt at him, hits him for 13, and as it kind of blows him back, the sword will take its action to attempt to cleave into the back. Now it doesn't get the cool flame, but it does still attack him. And that would be 12. 16.
That hits.
Cool. It's gonna hit and do,
This is on the same guy, right?
yeah, for 10. So 32 total,
Okay.
as it kind of is a 1-2 punch. He gets hit by this firebolt and then just kind of like falls back into this awesome longsword that's hacking at him.
32 damage between both of your attacks.
Yeah, combined.
You
So-
kill him.
Cool. I think I did that right. Let's see. Yeah, 20. Nope. I'm sorry. 23, not
Okay.
32.
That's
I
what
got
I
my
thought.
to hit wrong.
That's what I thought. I was like,
20.
I think he's still up. Okay.
Yeah, 23.
Okay. So yeah, he has a couple HP left. He's not hanging well.
And yeah, Hex makes it a point to like really umph that fireball, so he just gets really wrecked here. And then Ami's gonna, he's upset. He doesn't like being shocked. It doesn't feel good. He's been good. He doesn't even bark. We got rid of that collar long ago when he was in his pup phases. So he's gonna bite. 1d8.
Like his body's just a tin can.
Did Hex raise Ami from a tin can?
It was like bolts and wires to start, and then we crafted the body. It's a story for another time.
Little googly eyes and a tin can. It's some bolts like where the leg would be.
Ami is gonna do.
Oh my goodness. That's so good.
Okay, so it's mine. Let's see, roll that for him. 9. I don't want to waste it. He nips, but he misses with a 9, I'm assuming. Oh, but wait, he would have flanking with that sword, wouldn't he?
I mean,
It's a sword. It's not like a whole ass person.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll say yes for this one, but in the future, the sword probably doesn't give flanking.
Okay. I'm gonna use a special on that, so that'll be my last one. 17 to hit. I just want this guy gone.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
2d8.
Excuse me.
Okay, so he does 6 damage.
Bro, that's exactly what he had left.
Yeah, all right. Good job, Ami. So this poor guy, like, he shows up as attacking the dog and then gets the John Wick of gnomes to just fire this firebolt, causing him to just like really take some impact to the chest. He falls back onto a flying sword that's just hacking away, and then the dog just groins him and just kills him that way. Like it just full rip of the groin to bleed out. Don't mess with dogs.
It's almost like as soon as this young necromancy student falls, very briefly after, you can see that this main wizard who's kind of dodging paws from the owlbear notices and just screams out, "Randy, not another one! They'll never let me back into the school now." And the wizard is just
Randy. Oh God.
I
don't know why that's. Oh, that's great.
So the wizard calls out for a retreat, says, "Students, we need to get back to the school. I can't let this happen again. They might not be worth our troubles." And he doesn't really like take a full 5 feet from the owlbear, but just kind of moves back enough. And he waves his hands in a strange way to bring Eru back, who like pops back into existence almost exactly where he was, like next to the owlbear. Perfectly fine, utterly confused. And the wizard calls for the rest of his students to gather on him. And it looks like he's starting to cast a spell of some kind, not directly at any of you, but it seems like he's trying to kind of gather something up. I can't really do anything until it gets all the way to his turn, but that's sort of what's starting to transpire. Eru, I imagine, would still be pissed and go for an attack. Who wants to roll those attacks for Eru?
I can do it.
Okay.
Let's see. So he is raging, correct?
Yeah.
So let's see. That will be 2 damage. Does he get 2 attacks with rage? I think that's what he does.
Three. Yeah, you get 2
Three.
main attacks
Holy.
and then a bonus action attack
Jesus Christ. All right. So
And-
he.
with advantage.
Yeah. All right. What's his plus to hit here?
Plus 10 with the great axe.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So the first attack, we're doing this plus 2. 15.
That misses.
Just cleaves right next to him. He's a little disoriented as he just popped back into place. He's gonna swing back around, however, and try again with a 19.
That one hits.
Perfect.
Go ahead and just do the last attack roll before you do damage.
All right. And that last one, whoops, that'll be plus 10. 20 to hit. All right, so 2 attacks, that's 2d12. Well, let's do it this way. 1d12 plus 7. So 18 damage on the first hit. And 16 for the second.
She's a crow.
That's an angry barbarian.
Yeah.
God, they do so much damage.
Yeah. Dude is
Yep.
not looking good. Why do you think I banished him anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wizard is not looking good. Renna, I think we'll assume, does pretty similar to last time, huck and javelins.
If
And
she
it-
can move up, she probably
Unless
would.
anybody has any other ideas.
I was gonna say that person, the enemy closest to her, I think if she sees that person, she'd probably just charge at him now.
Yeah, she's not gonna sit back and huck things, or she can run up and hit it.
For sure. Who wants
Yeah.
to go ahead and make those attack rolls? I think she has +8.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, and if you use
Give me all the juice. I want all that holy ion juice just squeezed
Holy smite.
over my attacks.
yeah, I'm trying to check on her smite real quick. Yeah, so divine smite. Yeah, you can use divine smite. It'll burn a spell slot and it'll add 2d8.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 + 8, so that's a 17. Does that hit?
That will hit.
And then what am I rolling for all the damage in total with the smite and the sword I'm using?
So 2d8 from the smite, and then it's going to be 1d8. So 3d8 total, and you'll add 5.
Okay. For 17 damage, double 17s.
He's
So
scared.
17 total. Oh yeah, that's right. You 17 to hit, and 17 damage. That's right. And we're on number 5. Okay.
And then she gets 2 attacks.
Yep. And then she can
Taste Ioun's wrath, you filthy heretic. I don't know, that's what
Merry
paladins say.
Christmas, you filthy animal.
Necromancy is wrong.
Hmm.
I have tracks you should read about Ioun.
Do you have time? Smack. To hear about our Lord. Smack. Ioun.
So you're going for a second attack? Are you doing a second attack?
Oh, I can do that with
With the Lord and Savior Ioun.
with the power of Ioun, all things are possible.
Yep, you get 2 attacks per
Even
act.
adding 16 + 8, which is 24. And then another, can I add some more smite on there?
I believe so. I'm double checking for you.
All right. Is there another flavor of smite? Perhaps like a honey chipotle smite or cool ranch. Another. I know there's many flavors of smite.
It is pumpkin smite season. So.
Give this man something. This man needs a prize. Perhaps a Starbucks gift card.
Oh my.
Congratulations. Next. You've just won $5.72 at Starbucks. Hopefully it's still valid.
Now, high five from Ioun.
I will give you a D10 DM inspiration for that. That was pretty funny. That was good.
Pumpkin smite.
All right.
And that be
I
the
think
title.
Pumpkin Smite should be the title. Yeah.
You know what?
It
Yeah, I
is
think it is now.
pumpkin smite season.
Yeah. I did mention things are getting colder. So hey, it actually is getting towards fall.
Or another 17 + 5, which I can totally do with the power of Ioun. That's 22.
All right. And do you want to do this any particular way?
I think it's just like this, like taste Ioun's wrath, you heretic. It's just, and after 2 strikes, she is like through the wizard, but she is still giving it some hacks as the torso starts to slump off the legs.
A little bit out of character, but like her reason for being on this mission basically blinked out of existence for a second. So she's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, that would be pretty upsetting.
She is Ioun raging. She's priest raging. Power raging.
Righteous fury. Flipping tables, bitches.
So
Feeling the power of the Lord. I think that's all she's gonna do. I can't think of anything else.
so 2 of the wizards inside kind of move so that everybody's sort of gathered in a little bit closer area. And you can hear the teacher go, "Quickly, do the thing. Get us the hell out of here." One of them opens up a scroll and starts reading from it furiously.
Can I counterspell a scroll?
Where are you? You're kind of far away. I don't know if you'd really see him, to be honest, behind the trees and stuff.
Just fireball them again. They're all closer together.
And a scroll's only made of paper.
But he starts reading this scroll, and you guys can see like a tornado of color kind of blooming through the trees and through the arcane mess. What is it called? Terrain, the illusory terrain.
Can I
As
react to this?
they start to kind of swirl together. You're falling, my friend.
Is he sucked into the tornado?
Oh God,
He's
no.
way up there.
He's still there, just admit
Exactly.
Now he's falling onto a corpse. I think you might have to roll to not fall on Rena,
It's
actually.
like when you're stage driving, now no one's gonna catch you because there's no one underneath.
There's a nice squishy body.
But as the colors kind of start to swirl around, they all do blink out of existence, and dimension or plane shift is casted, and they all get the hell out of here before the teacher loses more students. As you were falling, Niken, you can see Rena kind of run up and just totally take this dude out, and he falls to the ground. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 30 feet through the air onto a corpse right in front of Rena, whom you surprise a little bit, and is standing there like, you okay? Does that hurt? Do you need some help? Kind of putting a hand out, like to try and do some lay on hands if need be.
At least she didn't continue hacking.
Right.
Oh God.
Moments after Niken hits the ground, you guys can see the familiar fat squishy raccoon actually jump off of the dais, almost taking a note from Niken, like it was about to jump on one of these wizards and totally missed. So Red Off as a raccoon takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he falls into nothing.
I think we're going to have to fine tune our aerial attacks.
Maybe practice them a little bit. Give each other a code word or something. But as Redoth kind of lands flat on the ground, this plump raccoon kind of just sitting there a little defeated and confused. You can see his form change back into a halfling. And he goes, well, that was a lot of excitement for nothing. I hope these two at least have something on them, make it worth our time.
You'll hear Hex in the background. This one's missing his dangly bits. He attacked my dog. And he's just kind of looking over the body.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, doesn't have any more jewels.
Right off his face palming. Right off is just standing there like, oh, what a band of miscreants. I didn't mean that when I said they had anything on him. That one has clearly got nothing on him now. Are you guys looting the bodies out of curiosity?
Yeah.
I will.
That was?
Yeah.
I would like to loot the jewelless body that I am next to.
I rolled a 26 on the one that I'm on.
For investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I have things. Let's see here. We're looting. Evil mages. Okay. Go ahead and do an investigation as well, Hex.
I got a 14.
Okay. Yeah, you find something on him. Go ahead and roll a d12. Niken, he's got a couple of things on him. Go ahead and roll 2d12 and tell me the individual results.
I got a 6.
Oh shit. Okay. So on, actually very appropriate, on this wizard you find a blood-stained tome. It's thick and barely legible as it is doused with blood.
Did
I
you
got a 9 and a 6.
You find the same tome. It is just a little bit less bloody, but still pretty stained. And then you find what seems to be a staff that this student maybe was making. It is made of human bones, and has a strangely small skull on the end of it. So it's kind of like a amalgamation of a couple different bones. You can tell like there's finger bones and vertebrae kind of tied together, and then on the end is a kind of fist-sized human skull.
Can I do a history or anything to see if these are more symbols or maybe a
Maybe the same
language?
thing.
Um,
Can you do a history check or something online?
I was going to say, go ahead. I'll leave it up to you if you want to do a history or an arcana check. Kind of the information you get will depend on which skill you're using.
I got a 22 with Arcana.
Okay. So you were pretty confident that this is like the school book that they kind of handed out. It is a basic book on necromancy. You can at least tell from the very front of it that that's what it is. It's like necromancy for dummies sort of situation. But it would appear to be the school book that they kind of just hand out to the students. He's got a couple of spells written in the back, some stuff that he's attempting and trying to learn.
I have a sudden desire to implement Harry Potter spells.
You can always try. This is D&D.
Niken's gonna go up to Everly to see if she knows anything about the staff.
Go ahead and do an arcana check, Everly.
Okay. I got a 9.
Yeah, you're not really sure. Probably some kind of evil necromantic kind of magic item that he was trying to make. It doesn't seem like it is magical, but it seems like this was going to be the basis for it.
Still pretty cool. I'll hold it.
It creeps you out a little bit. It feels weird.
What kind of humans have fist-sized skulls, Nathan?
Gnomes.
Those are no.
Goblins. They're gnomes.
Those are goblins. No.
Okay.
It's a human skull.
What kind of humans have fist-sized skulls?
Yeah. I got you.
I will make you feel better on that front, though. That was what I wanted you to think. But for sure, it has been shrunken. It was an adult skull that's been shrunken.
I was about to be real.
You can tell by all the teeth and like the way it's all developed. It is fully grown, but it has been compressed. I'll let you guys think there's a baby skull in my game, but there ain't gonna be one. Yeah, that's too creepy.
You didn't roll a 1.
Yeah, that might have wound up with a 1, or yeah. But it seems like the path is a little bit more clear in front of you guys. Besides the couple of little trinkets that are kind of set on these guys, there doesn't seem to be much left over. You guys can tell as you're kind of rummaging through everything that the robes are a uniform from a school. These guys probably all did come from the same place. Yeah, Bredoff kind of shakes it off after he gets up and just kind of suggests packing back up and trying to mosey along, kind of keep moving along the trail. He's not sure if this will be your only threat along the way, but he feels like this might be one of the only groups that you guys will run into, at least in this area.
I'll take down the illusionary terrain. All these trees just go in a puff of smoke.
Do you guys have anything that you want to be doing kind of as you move back towards the town and stuff?
What time of day is it?
It's like just before noon. It's still like early morning.
Okay.
Still time to go to Neverwinter.
Oh, I'm not this shite again.
I really just want to get home at this point.
Yeah, I think we should just continue on.
Cool. So we'll probably end the game there for tonight. have you guys probably a little bit closer to home, maybe one more kind of random encounter like this, and then get you guys on home. If you guys have any questions for me throughout the week, let me know. But we'll probably pick up here with you guys kind of just traveling right past on Neverwinter, back on down to Fandolin. Right on, guys. We'll probably try for Monday again. Our usual time, 6 o'clock, I'm hoping. But of course, I'll update you guys throughout the week. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Gateway, and we will catch you all guys next time. Thank you, guys.